I'm gonna get me a jester hat. As for our next destination, mayhap we should decide together what else can be found nearby. The Sky Steel Manufactory stands to the west. There our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The holy stables where the chocobos are trained for war also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly. While to the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. What's up with the southwest? And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphino. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in the fumes. You misjudge me, sir, for I'm no lord but a humble traveler. Oh, come to see the sights, have you? Take a turn down to the Hopland and gawp at the statues. But, well, if you've a mind to learn how the better half live, come, have a drink at the Forgotten Knight, if your nursemaid'll let you. Yeah, that sounds like an invitation. My humblest apologies, Master Alphino. Pray pay the drunken lout no mind. I'm paying him so much mind right now. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this old. There are few sources of information more abundant than bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any such news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? Then I'm coming too. I have so many thoughts and opinions on this matter. Like, I am unfamiliar with Ishgardian culture. If we go down there, like, is our standing with the local lords basically thrown away? Oh, I have to take the lord's entrance up top. I'll make things a little easier. Meowdy, Panini. Sorry, Panina. Or blank. Do you prefer blank? I'm a big fan of Panina myself. Whew. Must say, this is rather unusual, not just for one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments, Master Gibralon, or just Gibralon will do. And I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I cannot help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and the lower floors. Spot that, did you? Aye, up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth dropping in on their way to and from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs where we offer a menu more suited to their taste. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, All quality, mind, but not of the sort I'd recommend to yourselves. Ah, you speak of the lower levels, yes? Why do they call them the broom, if I may ask? Because when the weather is foul and the broom rolls in thick, the poor sods living at the bottom who will have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just for the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that, mind. Which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below. Something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alphino, I think it would be best if we return to House Forton Manor. I just butchered that pronunciation and added a word. You go on ahead without me. I'll be staying for a drink or two. Miss Tataru, I'm afraid that is out of the question. My lord, the Count, would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place, least of all, a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Alphino. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please. Do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a gill for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on the patron of my establishment. That settles it, Tataru. Hold, and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by Link Pearl if you require assistance. I will. You don't care what I refer to you as? Take my pick. Congrats on unlocking Astro. Just stopping by to say hi. Sadly, you have to sleep and can't stay. Have a great stream. Thank you. It was good to see you. It's a nice cozy day for Final Fantasy XIV. Like, we might go through like the entire day without fighting a single thing. Not by choice, just because there's straight up nobody to fight. Like, we just started like the main quest line, and they're just gonna introduce character after character. Better drink some orange juice. Gonna need that vitamin C. Welcome, Master Sugarheart. Sugarheart. Shall I show you inside the manor? I forgot my own name. Catch up with you next time, and for naturally irrelevant. And hope you are doing well too. Nice. Have a great sleep. I share that sentiment. Have a great sleep. Tell us, Master Alphino, does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagine pales in comparison to the reality. I have felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step. I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns and the Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating. The casualties, unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Emeric has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There's much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you've done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. That is a most generous offer, Master Alphino. Your guest in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I've heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from our foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, Master Sugarheart, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artorial and Emmanellain in their duties. I beg your pardon? I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues, by the fury. The two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station and show Master Sugarheart the respect he deserves. Ooh. This is the man who slew Gaius von Belsar and some half-dozen primals besides. He's not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy. I feel like I've had that exact conversation with my kids. If you can pardon them their impropriety, Master Sugarheart, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Fury willing, they may even learn something from you. I even had to come up with a danger word for my kids. It's like a safe word, but like the opposite of that. Like if I say this word, it means you're in mortal danger for your current behavior. When I say Pikachu, that means you are in much, much, much trouble. I had to come up with that because they hated when I would raise my voice with them. Like, a lot. And so I'm like, okay, but I need a way to get your attention without raising my voice then. I'm pretty sure we all have ADHD, so like, there's basically no other way to draw their attention without making a circus out of it. And so if I need to talk like a Pikachu, then so be it. Oh no, kids are crazy. Honestly, a danger word is a brilliant idea though. It's a great way of being like, tread carefully. Like you gotta have one. Like especially if you go to a church. Although like you might make like the other people giggle when you look at your kids and you go, Pikachu. Like you might start a giggle fit in church. Would seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our aid was solely for appearance sake. In truth, he's glad for the opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, Porton has taken a tremendous risk until we can demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large. The Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he would have us publicly serve Ishgard, while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. 'Tis an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard. Mayhap even new allies. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. Yay. Thank you for the silly hats. Lovely. Hang on. Can I...